fact, what Paul is saying here is that your soul is more important than your body. Because what happens is, over here, when life ends, your body, that's going to fade. That's going to go. All the things you put your time and effort into in this life, whether it be materials, whether it be your image, whether it be your image on social media, that's going to fade. But what doesn't fade is your soul. Paul points out that your soul, there's more benefits in this life and in the life to come if your soul has been worked on, if your soul has been maintained. And so the question I've been asking myself, and I bring it to you guys, is this: am I committed to my body and just interested in my soul? Or am I committed to my soul and just interested in my body? Here's why I ask that. When you're interested in doing something, you do it when it's convenient. When you're interested in doing something, you do it when it's convenient. But when you're committed to something, you do that with no excuses. When you're committed, you do it with no excuses. And so are you just interested in your faith, or are you committed to it? Now, I'm not saying you stop working out to fit into that bathing suit you really want to fit into. I'm not saying you stop working out because you want to get jacked for whatever sport you're working out on, whatever you're getting ready to play. I'm not saying you stop trying to work hard to get in shape. You have personal goals for yourself. I'm not saying that. That's all healthy. But what I am saying is, don't forget your soul in the process. You should be more concerned with where you're at with God than how you appear to others. You should be more concerned about that. Your soul should have more muscle than your body. This is a trustworthy thing, Paul says. Trustworthy means able to be relied on as honest. And this concept of soul importance, I hope you guys see that it's trustworthy. It's able to be relied upon because it connects us to the source. If our soul is in shape, then our lives are going to start looking more and more like God. If our soul is in shape. The last thing that I think about this verse is this: my hope comes from the living God. My hope comes from the living God. Listen to what Paul writes to Timothy. This is why we work hard and continue to strive. For our hope is in the living God, who is the Savior of all people, and particularly of all believers. This is concluding Paul's shot in the arm to Timothy. And so what we've walked through is he said, hey, stop getting into mindless chatter with other people. Don't let people's chatter get you away from being godly. He said, hey man, you got to focus on your soul. You got to focus on soul maintenance. And now here's what he's saying. Here's what he's going. He's going, why do we do this? Why do we do all these things? Why are we not surrendering to the persecution? Why are we trying to refuse the false teachers invading us? Why are we struggling, striving, working hard? And it's because our hope is in the living God who is the Savior.